Hey kids, so this is pretty far from the usual video that I upload, or at least the usual type of video that I upload. But got owned. I got owned hard. And I thought to myself, this was such a fun game. This was such a wild ride. I just gotta share it with the class. Our opponent is playing Kashtira Voiceless Voice. Anyway, they're going to start with Raitsoth. Raitsoth is going to grab Fenrir. Fenrir is going to go grab another Fenrir. They're going to Sacred Sword Fenrir. At this point, I'm thinking, oh, okay, it's a weird cash build. They grab Unicorn, they go grab Birth, they birth and summon back the Fenrir from Banish and go to Drake Sack. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, but Soul Kashtira. All right, I can deal with that. This hand's pretty good. They go to Lake Spider, they normal Fenrir. Then they make Saryuja, and I get jump scared by Barrier of Voiceless Voice. So they use that to go grab Saphira. They pitch Saphira to mill the ritual spell, grab the Skull Guardian, ritual summon it by tributing the low that they drew, search Saravis, low place the trap, and I'm like, okay, sure. This is, I got thrown for a loop by the start, but I guess that is a way to dig for, all this stuff. You sure could do that. Sure, I could deal with Voiceless Voice Endboard plus Birth. They activate the Radiance to summon Old Man Saravis. I'm like, okay. Then they go ahead and use Saryuja to summon another Old Man Saravis, and I'm like, oh, that's strange. This card is once per turn. Why would they do that? And then they make a second Dracosack, and I'm thinking, oh my god, are they going to summon Heat Soul on top of that? There's no way. They've already gone through a Link Spider. There's no way they're on 3. I mean, come on, you only have 15 extra X slots. They'll summon their 2 tokens, go into a Link Spider. I'm like, okay, now what? Second Link Spider into Crystal Heart back the Link Spider, and I'm like, okay, cool. So it's gonna be Heat Soul. No, they make a format Appaloosa. So, yeah, that was a wild ride on the first turn. Now you can see me flailing, trying to break it. So we're gonna start things off with Destruction on Barrier. This probably should have been Destruction to summon. Kind of a misplay on my end. But I was thinking, oh, if I pop the Barrier, they'll probably negate it because then, they know I'm on a Runic deck. That targeting protection's huge. No, they let it through. I go tip, and then I probably won this game if they didn't also have the Ash for the tip. But to be fair, I mean, they Saryuja. They should have Ash. They'll Ash. We'll chain Etelli to summon out Ghost Ogre to check the Appaloosa. And then I realize I'm probably going to need to use this Freezing Curses to negate. So I try to negate. That eats a Saravis, by the way. I was thinking, oh, I'll eat the Skull Guardian, and then this will check the Appaloosa, and then everything's fine. No. Anyways, we'll normal summon Lee and go for the effect. That eats an Appaloosa. That's okay. That's pretty good. And we'll go to Ib. Unfortunately, what I realized was I had to use the Ghost Ogre as half of Ib. Normally, what I would be doing is instead of using the, if I had another Runic spell, I could have gone Runic. If I'd used Destruction to summon Hugin, what I could have gone was use that to pitch the Lee, then just Tribute summon Chalice over the Hugin, and then use Lee to add itself back, pitching the World Chalice. But anyway, I was trying to bait out the Skull Guardian, didn't work. So I'd go for Ib, they negate. We use Lee to pitch, they negate. We use the Ib, they negate. And we're left with nothing on field and cup in hand. I think it's pretty clear it's pretty clear that we're dead, given that they have a Skull Guardian and Kashtira Birth alongside Radiance of the Voiceless Voice. Yeah, that was basically all that I had to share today. I got owned in a very, very, very funny manner. All right, see ya.